Bit of a whoopsie today.
Good scratch. Look at this wombat having a fight with the dirt.
This is a Saturday in the life of a New Zealand dairy farmer, and we are on 10 and 7 milkings, which means we milk once a day today. So we started cupping on at 10 o'clock. It's now 4 o'clock and I'm about to go home. Just one last little job to do, get the feed filled up in the silo for tomorrow morning. And yeah, let's run through the day and see what a typical Saturday, well maybe not so typical, but what Saturdays may look like going forward. And some of you are going to call me, oh, the holiday farmer, probably didn't work that many hours today, but we're going to look after our staff, look after our team. Big long mating and calving, and I suppose the holidays have just been and gone, but we still want to stay nice and relaxed. So we've got some jobs to do, but it was also crappy weather. It's just starting to rain. We want to have a good work-life balance. I want to be a kind of place that people want to come to work. When we work hard, we go hard, and we go home, work hard, play hard sort of thing. But anyway, let's have a look at what we did today. Boys off to the runoff. Go to our bloody heifers and calves. It's wet and miserable, cold. What do you reckon, fella? Good way to start your days on.
To be honest, fucking bit of a miserable day. Just taking out my ass.
Down at our support block, just dropped Ollie at one of the blocks, and he's going to set up a couple fences for our heifers, our heifer girls, and then we're just going to shift them to another paddock. And as for me, I am at the block where the calves are. I'm going to give them their fresh break, and yeah, that's just a quick shift for these fellas. Got an opportunity to show Ollie around the support block because he hasn't really been down here yet, and just have a look around, make sure everything's going right. Grass is growing well, could do with some sunshine, but happy days. Well, they've still got a bit of grass, but you can see the rain the last couple of days has knocked them around a wee bit. They've been walking up and down the bloody face, making a hell of a mess. Hey, they're not anywhere near used to being made to eat to anything like a residual that has been eating to like 2.5 tonne, and then just get the heifers behind them to clean up the last few weeks. So, well, ever since they got under the brake fence, this is probably the hardest they've been pushed, really, since their whole lives. So, little bugger's made a bit of a mess. Need to run our heifers through. There's no lane or anything on this block. Need to run them through a strip of this maize. So we killed a row or two of maize, but not much we can do. Otherwise, it was kill kale, and the maize was already like a metre and a bit off the fence anyway, so only knocked out a little bit. Whereas the kale, they would have knocked it out and probably eaten it. Let's just take these standards out. Or you can just crank that reel handle. Get her all wound up. That's the morning jobs, well, the morning job done. Support block done, get everything fed down here for the weekend. I just got my turnip fence set up. It's going to block on this last block feed this first few breaks in here, so I can get a nice area for them to move around. I don't want to strip graze it if I'm only a couple metres off the fence, which doesn't have flash power, probably break out. But anyway, look how long this shit is. It's like, pretty sure that's fat hen, but like 50% bloody fat hen. Cheeky bugger. Hope they'll just stomp that into the ground, but very good turnip crop. Hey fatties, you have some turnips. Our extremely naughty second herd cows. God only knows how they got in here. Well, the paddock they're in is like a couple paddocks that way, and they must have smashed some bungees for some stupid reason. Look at this wombat having a fight with the dirt. One tactic I've been using with these guys for the turnips is just, especially when I know I'm going to be a bit late getting them in because the second herd was everywhere, just leave the gate open, and then once they're pretty much done, they'll just let themselves out. And I feel bad for saying it's wet when I see the North Islanders getting flooded and stuff. It's like, you know, here we should be reasonably dry. I can't complain about summer rain. Yeah, but people are probably like, these bloody farmers always complain about the weather. It's pretty true, to be fair. Not, you know, it's always either too dry or too wet. I feel for the poor buggers that are supposed to be harvesting, the crop farmers at the moment in Canterbury. Apparently, it's reading today, heaps of them aren't even going to be able to harvest their wheat or barley or whatever they're harvesting at the moment. But yeah, which is a bit of a bugger considering how tough they're doing it already. I say there's already been a bit of a snowball of crop farms going to dairy, and it wouldn't surprise me if there's a few more after this year. Hey Muffin. Hey Muffin. Hello girl. Feel like our second herd away. Fair bit of tucker for them tonight, isn't there, Muffin? Hey? Well, I haven't actually filmed too much today because I've had some friends here from down in Central Otago. We've been showing them around the farm and just catching up, having some lunch together, that sort of thing. Ollie's done a mean job finishing up milking, come and helped him tidy up there. And yeah, now I'm back to mahi. It's about 3, just after 3 o'clock. We're gonna make sure we get these cows all locked away properly. And we've got a couple floating around jobs to do. We've got to go pull that side by side out that got stuck earlier. And then I think I might go home, and I've got a few things to do on the Farm Source website. Make sure we've got our records all caught up and ready to rumble for our shed inspection on Thursday. And yeah, this week ahead will be spent preparing for that. So that should be good fun, challenging week. Good opportunity to educate our team about the shed inspection process. Savage moment, forgot to record, but we did get Nathan unstuck. So that's a success. PK, full. Let's go home. Straight after work, head down the golf course with the fella. This is my second ever golf round. The first one was a game we did for a fundraiser, and it was teams of 4, so I got carried by the other fellas. Now I'm just being trash, but maybe something we'll get better at. Bit of a whoopsie today. I just got home from playing golf, and my calves across from my driveway kindly reminded me that I had forgotten to feed them, so I'm going to go out and chase the silly buggers down. Look how fat Rug is. This big fatty at the end. Some springs up the hill that go pretty hard out when it's wet, and these guys, 80% of their paddock's dry, but they seem to like to play in the mud. Alright, I forgot to explain what I'm doing, but hitting some gym, trying to get back into the weights. Gym session complete. Got a nice pork belly in the oven for dinner. It's very late, much later than we usually have dinner. Why is that fogging? Let's clean that. So that's going to be the day. I'm just going to take this calf trailer back to the shed, give that a clean, have a quick shower. Hopefully dinner will be ready. Happy days. Have a good one, team.